Hello interwebs, back with yet another review. And this is a game that I got just recently actually. It was a Christmas present. And that Christmas present is The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, simply before I start this, I'm gonna go over here. You can't really see shit because it's so white. Just gonna go ahead and read through some of these achievements that I've gotten here that have to do with just going around the city. I've rescued all the infected civilian. I've returned all escapees to the police. I've resolved all the police deadlocks. I've cleared all the car chases. I've completed all extreme video challenges and all extreme race challenges. Now, the problem with that is the fact that I did all that, and where in the holy mother of fucking fuck are the random crimes? You know, like people getting mugged, all the stuff that has nothing to do with all the achievements I just got. That really pisses me off because apparently I've put about I'm 83% done with this game. And I've put in 14 hours. 83% done in just 14 hours? The fuck, Beanox? Well, just gonna stop talking about it there. I don't want to get a little too upset. Although I'd never really get that upset. Anyway. So, the fact that this is an open-world Spider-Man game, which is what drew me to it. And then the fact that, I beat it, I beat the side missions, and that the whole swinging around and beating up bad guys thing is just gone. The best I can do is go to the apartment, which has a loading screen when you go into the apartment and out of the apartment. I have all these costumes here, which I got, like, as soon as I was allowed to just swing around the city. I used YouTube and found them. I like to use the standard one, the Scarlet Spider, and the black suit. I'm gonna use Scarlet Spider for now. And the best I can do for beating up bad guys is go over here and pick a mission and replay it. That's the best I can fucking do, is replay a mission. If it's a boss fight, then I can understand, but if all I want to do is go around and beat up bad guys, why in the holy mother of ass are they gone after I beat side missions that have nothing to do with saving people from getting beat up by random dudes? I mean, would that give the game a lot more replay value? Not really, but it would give me something to do other than fucking pick up comic book pages. Which is cool, because it gives you pages from actual Spider-Man comics, but now that I've gotten my one big complaint out of the way, now I can get to the stuff that I like about this game. I like swinging around the city. The swinging around the city is fun as ever, of course. The web rush is cool. I like the web rush. Because I remember being little and seeing the first Spider-Man movie, seeing the shot at the end where he's practically in the street and he shoots at that one web line and shoots all the way up to one of the poles. I always wanted to do that. I tried it. It never worked. In this game, you basically can. I mean, it takes them 2 webs for some buildings, but other than that, you can do it. Now, this is a boss fight. And the thing about the boss fights in this game, are they the most interesting boss fights? No, and quite frankly, the web strike is cool. I kind of like using the web strike on the bosses. It's pretty satisfying. The thing that I don't like about the boss fights is that at some point or another, there is a motherfucking quick time event. Now, I hate quick time events because the character is basically doing something that I could be doing, which is essentially the web rush. The web rush does what I could be doing, but the web rush is just cool. It doesn't I don't have to mash in order to get Spider-Man to go, mash buttons to get Spider-Man to go somewhere. I have to tap a button and watch him do it, and I can cancel it at any time, swing somewhere, and then point him in another direction. Quick time events are something that I could actually be doing. You know, you could have me swinging past this guy, webbing him in the face, and then drop down and get a punch in on him with the web strike or something, but no. You have me fucking swinging around, waiting for him to try to hit me, and then just do this. Dodge a bit, and then keep fucking punching. Just keep on fucking mashing. God, I hate quick time events. The combat. The combat is a lot like, no, it's practically identical to the combat in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, which are both really good games, and the fact that they put the combat from that into this game is just awesome. 'Cause, I mean, it's Spider-Man, and I love seeing Spider-Man fight guys and do all the acrobatic flips and stuff that he does, 'cause that's what he does. He does flips and all sorts of crazy tricks and all that kind of shit. And being able to see him do that in a fight and have me actually be doing it is cool, 'cause I'm so used to him just doing like boring shit in fights in all the other Spider-Man games. This one they changed that. They made the combat while it is a button masher, you could still say that about the Arkham games, but no one does. And everyone compares the fighting in this game to the Arkham games, so I can't really consider it a button masher. It's more of a sort of chess thing, I guess you could call it. Compare it to chess in some way or another. So that's combat. The web rush can be used for a lot of things, like you can use it to get around, you can use it on bosses, you can use it to pick up comic book pages, which the comic book pages in this game, they're not just there for you to collect. That's part of why they're there. When you collect them, you actually unlock the pages in the extras menu on the main menu, and if you quit the game and go to the main menu, you can sit and read a Spider-Man. You can sit and read the Spider-Man comics, which I have not taken the chance to do, but I probably will. I've got about 450 of the pages right now, and I quite frankly think it's pretty cool that I can just that this is kind of like my outlet for reading the Spider-Man comics. That's a nice little feature. The story is, you know, I guess you could call it standard for a comic book game. Shit's going down and Spider-Man needs the help from his greatest villain, so he breaks him out of an asylum. And then they start making a serum because all the residents of New York are being infected by this virus, because he went on a tour of Oscorp with Gwen, and they were continuing Dr. Connors' research about the cross species. And apparently Spider-Man also counts as one of the cross species. And the other cross species respond to his presence, so eventually they break out. Gwen gets infected, and then Spider-Man basically has to stop everyone from turning. And the way he does this is by working with Dr. Connors, who he breaks out of a mental asylum that he put him in at the end of the first movie, apparently, which they did not show at the end of the first movie. This game was given the freedom to take place after the movie, not during, so... And then, what else am I missing? I think that's about it for story. Some of the little twists that happen, I wasn't really surprised when they came, so I don't really expect any huge, like, conspiracies or plot twists, because they're not really very huge. Unless you're not a comic book fan. If you're not a comic book fan, they're gonna surprise the shit out of you. If you do like superheroes, then you're gonna be like, oh hey, that thing that I saw coming from a mile away, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. There's also these alternate costumes you can find, for example, this is just for example, I'm not actually gonna go around and show where all of them are. I just need to find Times Square. Here it is. You unlock them at your apartment by taking pictures of. It might be a little difficult for you to see. Yeah, it is gonna be hard for you to see. Damn it. Oh, you can see it. That little spider thing there. You take a picture of those if they appear anywhere else. Whoa, it just got bright. Okay. You take a picture of those, and you get the costume in your apartment. You don't have to you don't have to save the picture or anything like that. Oh, and then let's talk about these things. The comic book pages. I already talked about them. They're pretty cool. They're some form of a reason to come back and replay the game. But quite frankly, if I play an open world Spider-Man game, I don't play it for the sake of the combat. Even though the combat in this game is probably the best that I've seen out of any Spider-Man game, I play it so I can, swing around the city and beat up bad guys. And Spider-Man 2, I always refer back to this game in some way or another. I beat it, and I could continue to swing around and beat up bad guys. There were car chases happening all the time, shit like that. But in this one, the car chases are apparently a side mission, which is fine with me. But why does it disappear from my map when I do all of them? There should not be a limited amount of car chases, Beanox. Why did the petty crimes, people getting mugged, people getting extorted, why did all that shit go out the window when I completed all the side missions that had nothing to do with it? It's not like doing a few car chases is gonna magically make all the crime disappear. God damn it! The main reason that I play a Spider-Man game is to swing around and beat up bad guys. And now, because fucking Beanox, I can't do that anymore. No, because apparently all the side missions directly connect to all the crime in New York City somehow. And now all the crime has just magically disappeared. Clearly it upsets me. Because I really do like this game. It's a really fun game in my opinion. If I had to give it a number rating, I'd probably give it a 7 or an 8. Only because the replay value kind of goes away. If it didn't, then I would score it at probably an 8 or a 9. But I can't because it just took away the thing that I love the most about an open world Spider-Man game. Even fucking Spider-Man 3 has that. You beat the game and you still have those little crimes happening. And why is it that every time I start a police deadlock or a car chase, it goes into a loading screen? This is a bit of a nitpick, but don't some modern games not require for you to go into a loading screen after loading screen after loading screen when you start a mission? I mean, the car chases just happen. They happen in Spider-Man 2, they happen in Ultimate Spider-Man, they happen in all the other open-world Spider-Man games. Why the fuck does it have to load here? That doesn't really matter, though. This is Beanox's first attempt at an open-world Spider-Man game. And they did a good job, but they have to... there was an update that I downloaded when before I started playing this. Now, I typically don't give a shit about updates, but why don't you make the update putting random crimes back in the city? Okay, that concludes my review. I really like this game, but it just pisses me off. I might do another video soon. Not sure when, not sure what it's gonna be. Might be another RE4 video. Might continue my Ninja Gaiden 2 Let's Play. Might start a brand new Let's Play. Who knows? Alright. Farewell, interwebs. And I will see you later. Bye.